What's up, guys? Jason Lore here with Jason Lore Photography and Films, and today we're going to be talking about remakes in films. So, remakes has been going on for the past few years now, and there's going to be a lot more coming. I already know this because it's so popular right now, and it's just something that Hollywood is going to continue to do. We're going to talk really quick about why remakes are so popular and why there's more of it. I know a lot of people out there have already talked about why there's so many remakes, but this is just my thoughts on the matter and why I'm for it and also against it.
Mark.
All right, so as far as like remakes goes, it's just basically a movie that's already made a long time ago, and now it's being remade and re-released into the theaters. The reason why it's such a good idea to do remakes is because you have a lot of audiences that's seen the original, who are already familiar with the story and who are already familiar with the characters. So now they are going to go into the theater already having an idea of what they're in for, and it's something that they enjoyed back then or when it first came out. So now they already know that this is something that they may enjoy, and so they're gonna put in the time and the money to go watch the films. Whereas like nowadays, when you go into a theater to watch a movie that you've never heard of, it's a big risk because you're going to be possibly sitting in there for 2 hours and you're paying a lot of money either for tickets and popcorn and food to watch a movie and possibly come out very disappointed. So, and it's all nostalgia. I mean, you already love this film so much, and just hearing about it makes you jump for joy and thinking like, wow, it's gonna be a movie about something I enjoyed when I was a kid, and now I get to see it again as an adult. I'm gonna be able to watch it with my kids and they could enjoy it too. And that's going to the next point. How are the newer generations gonna like really get into something based off of an old movie? That's where us OGs who've seen the original can now fill them in on what the movie, or sorry, what the story is all about. And given the excitement that we have now, the way we tell the story to the kids, it's like it's gonna sound like very exciting to them, and now they're gonna be excited to go watch the movie. For friends and families who haven't seen the movie, now you can tell them about the story, and again, being so excited already, you're telling them just how great the original is and how great the remake might be. And since you're a friend or a family member, they will take your word over some random review on YouTube or on a news article about the original movie. And so now, being excited as you told the story, just like your kids, they're going to take your word for it and go watch the movie. So you're basically already advertising for the production company by spreading the word when it comes down to that remake. So it's a great marketing strategy right there, and not a lot of people realize what they were doing. It's kind of like when you're going out wearing something made by Nikes or Air Jordan, or just some brand logo that's on your shirt. You're basically advertising for the the brand or the company. So that's a great market strategy right there. All right, so here's what I think about the remakes. So I am for it because again, seeing a lot of great movies in the past, I really enjoyed them, and just hearing about a remake of that favorite movie that I watched back in the day just gets me excited too, because again, because of nostalgia. And now I'm going to be able to talk about it with my friends and my family, and possibly my kids someday. And then I just am just excited to see it all over again. So it's almost like reliving that moment, but in the form of a remake. Here's the reason why I'm not for it, is because the list of just remakes are just absolutely outrageous. And again, there's gonna be more coming because there's a lot of great films in the past, and with that, it means there's a lot more remakes coming as well. So that just leaves no space for any originality anymore. And one can argue that Well, I mean, a lot of stories are already similar to, the stories that already been remade. Yes, it is similar, but that doesn't mean they're exactly the same. So it's just right now, the way I see it, it's like, Hollywood is basically, using the name of something that's already so popular back in the day to just basically sell the film, which is, to me, it's kind of a desperate move. And don't get me wrong, I totally understand where they're coming from, because movies cost millions of dollars to make. And if you go into like investing a movie that's, probably gonna cost you millions of dollars to make, and the movie ends up bombing at the box office, now you end up losing a lot of money, and now there's not gonna be an opportunity to make any more movies in the future. So that's a gamble when it comes down to, making films. So I totally get where they're coming from. And for me, I'm a filmmaker myself, so when it comes down to budgeting and, producing films, it's like, you really do have to strategize that, and how to get people to notice your story and your film, and just to get them to come and watch your movie. So I totally get that. But the thing is that when you're remaking so much movies that's already been done, now it just leaves a lot of great talents out there, like up and coming talents, as far as like writers and filmmakers, to make something that could be the new hit. And so that's why I'm not for remakes, because it's like, it's just right now completely overused, and again, just not much room for originality anymore. So I'd say once it's calmed down, then I would say, yeah, let's go ahead and do some more remakes later on. But let's just give like new writers and new filmmakers a chance to show off their skills and show off like their ideas that they have. That could be the next big hit. So that's all I gotta say about movie remakes. Like I said, it's got its ups and it's got its downs, but now I want to hear what you guys think as the viewers. Do you guys want to see more remakes, or do you guys want to see more originality and probably fewer remakes? And then also, that's a big question I want to ask all the filmmakers out there, especially the independent filmmakers who are trying to make it big out there with big ideas. It's like, how does the idea of more remakes in films, impact you as a filmmaker? Like, if you have a great idea, but then, you're not well known, but you do have that idea that could be the next big hit, it's like, how does remakes affect you? And are you for remakes after, thinking about that? So let me get your guys' thoughts on that as well. But otherwise, that's it for this video. Again, I hope you guys liked it. If you guys have any more questions on remakes, let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you guys want to check out more of my work, you can find them on my social media networks. And if you guys haven't done so, definitely click on that subscribe button. That way you guys can get more updates on events and projects that I'll be involved in. So until then, guys, this is Jason Lore with Jason Lore Photography and Films, bringing you art, stories, and entertainment.